Hello, okay, just back today just to talk a bit about the body of bank. Now, we've talked before about the main priority of exercise is about the health and well-being of your body and mind. And if you think about it, without health, there is no fitness. So if you make health your priority, the rest will follow. But with regards to the body of bank, if you're smashing yourself into oblivion every time you exercise, then that's not ideal for your overall health and well-being. What you'll find is you'll have cortisol spikes, which is your stress hormone, and that creates inflammation, all that bloatingness. So with regards to the body of bank, this is to do with deposits and withdrawals, just like your normal bank account. However, what we want, ideally, the end game or the overall goal should be having our Healthline match our Lifeline. And what we do in our 20s and 30s will dictate how we are and what we become in our 40s and 50s, and in 40s and 50s determines our 70s and so on. So it's about what you're doing now, and a lot of people are living longer, but do they have the health, do they have the quality of life, and so on. So with regards to exercise, any kind of exercise is stress on the body, and there's everyday stresses as well. That's another video. But so you've got your fight or flight every time you do some exercise, and obviously there are various intensities, so you don't have to be smashing yourself every time, is what I'm saying. So every time, if you've got that cortisol spike, you've got your inflammation or your bloatingness, and you go and you do your exercise, every time you exercise is classed as a withdrawal. And if you're only taking withdrawals, smashing out the big weights, going for them big long runs, but you're doing no deposits, and that could be your recovery, your stretching, could even be like managing your stress, some meditation, sleeping better, that kind of stuff. So these deposits, but a lot of people are just taking their withdrawals, eating a little bit better. So if you're just smashing yourself into oblivion every time, you're obviously your balance is out of whack. And the thing is, a lot of guys, even in their 40s and 50s, are still kind of following the same gung-ho routines that they were doing in their 20s. And that kind of bodybuilding model is great if you're a bodybuilder. But, if you just want to feel and look and, move a bit better, drop some fat and just feel a bit better, you don't necessarily need to be in there bulking up, getting fatter, and then looking to strip it away, which is only temporary anyway. But again, another video. It's something to consider if you're suffering a little bit there with your results in reality. Look at your withdrawals and deposits, because if you do your recovery, as I've talked about before, I only exercise. I do 3 main workouts each week, but in between I'm doing recovery, active recovery. I'm doing a lot of walking. And also, that's my non-exercise activity. We've talked about that before. So I'm actually increasing the energy that I'm burning. I'm in a deficit, so that's great for sustainable fat loss or weight management, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's just something to consider. If you're just doing all your withdrawals, just like your bank account, but as mentioned, a lot of people are shit with money, so they don't understand this withdrawals and deposits. That's just something to consider.